Hello, hello, hello. It is Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology A Look Inside.com. And it is technically the day after Easter. It's technically Monday morning. It's 12:52 a.m. here in Seattle, Washington. I just came back from my party because, everybody has to have their Easter party, and we did. And we enjoyed good food, good drink, good company. It was wonderful. And I'm so glad I got a chance to go out. It was late. I didn't get to go out till late. And I spent the whole day alone until it was weird. But it turned out it all worked out in the end. And it was beautiful. And I hope that you all had a wonderful Easter holiday, a wonderful Easter weekend as well. I also missed doing readings for the full Libra pink moon, which was actually Saturday, I believe, Saturday or Friday. And so I'm catching up on everything. I'm late. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm actually broadcasting in different places right now than I normally do. Now, I am going to YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. And I believe I'm at LinkedIn right now, and also on my profile in Facebook. My profile, not my Facebook page or group. And I'm going to put those on replay. So I did it differently this time, right? I did it differently. So in case you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself to you. So let's do that. Okay. Let me do that. Let me play my theme song. Let me start that over. Okay, here we go.
Astrology, a look inside. Presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.
Yes, I love that song. It's always a pleasure to play my theme song because it's my jam and I made that song. So I love that song. So, you guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about where the planets are, what that means, how that's affecting, people right now. And I'll go into a little bit about that. And then once I talk about where the planets are, I'll do some quick readings, perhaps, for the zodiac signs. So the first thing I want to talk about when I look at where the planets are, I forgot I'm not on Zoom. Otherwise, I would share this with you right now, so you can see what I'm seeing. But the first thing I want to talk about is the sun, which is at 28 degrees of Scorpio, and of course, we've got Scorpio, Aries, and we've got Pluto at 28 degrees of Capricorn. So there is a square there. And I really believe that some Capricorns or Aries or both, or even Libras for sure, may really feel this square. This is not a pretty square. And the full moon that occurred a few days ago was involved in this square. It created a T square because it had the opposition between the sun and the moon, and then they were both squaring the 28 degrees of Capricorn and Pluto. So there could have been some power issues that came into play. I like Pluto. See, that's where I differ from some people, because I see Pluto as a regenerative planet, and I do call it a planet and not a planetoid, but I see it as a regenerator. It's the opportunity to rise again. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. And I also see squares as action, as stress points that create activity, that create action. And I believe that over this past weekend, that some may have gotten this action, and it comes in different ways, right? It all comes in different ways. How this T square, this would have taken place in your life. um I just want to give an example so bad, but I won't say who it was, but the person's whose house I had dinner at, they had moved into a new place, and they were really self-conscious about their home because of the boxes and the things like that. But because of the Easter holiday and knowing they were having dinner, they were managed to get things into their storage unit. And really, when I got there, their house looked like a HGTV home. So it just shows, how it might manifest in different areas of someone's life. And in their case, it manifested in such a beautiful home and a beautiful dinner. But it took an impetus to get it to that point, to get all of the boxes out of the way, and to clear out everything, and to get it all polished and polished up for guests. And that's the type of action that squares create. They create a friction, a stress point that creates an action or an activity as a release. Okay, so that's where this would be happening in your chart. It could have happened in where Aries is located at 28 degrees, where Libra is located at 28 degrees, where Capricorn is located at 28 degrees, or even where Cancer is located at 28 degrees. These are the areas that are the stress points in most people's lives. And I feel like we're probably pulling away from it now a little bit, because the actual full moon isn't there any longer. But that square to the sun and Pluto are still in effect. Okay. So people could definitely still be feeling that. Think about where 28 degrees of Aries is in your chart, and where 28 degrees of Capricorn is in your chart. And that will tell you exactly where the square is occurring and how your life may be affected. The moon today, at this very moment, is at 15 degrees and 59 minutes of Scorpio. And I personally love that because it's sitting right on my midheaven, and especially right on my Neptune that sits on my midheaven. And I feel as though there is a very psychic, open connection for me, because it is my most elevated planet. And so, I just feel this weird connection and a desire to come and speak about this subject with all of you. Mercury is at 13 degrees of Taurus. And that 13 degrees of Taurus, by the way, where Mercury is conjunct Uranus, which is at 13 degrees of Taurus. So they're both there in Taurus at 13 degrees. And that's another place you really need to look at right now. Where is 13 degrees of Taurus in your chart? Where is Taurus in your chart anyway? Because an undercurrent stellium of Taurus has formed. We've moved out of all of the planets in Aquarius, and now they're in Pisces and Taurus, of all places. So we've got Mercury in Taurus, we've got Uranus in Taurus, and we've got the North Node in Taurus. The North Node's at 22 degrees of Taurus. But Uranus and Mercury are both exactly at 13 degrees. And so this could be affecting whatever house that's in. It is, I think, creative thinking. And also, I believe it could be brilliant thinking. It could be where you come up with a master plan, an idea, a thought, something that can lead to something that is on the level of genius. So think about where that Mercury and Uranus are touching. The funny thing about Mercury and Uranus is that one is like the higher octave of the other. I forget, but I do know that they connect in that way. They're both their originality. It's about thinking. It's about innovativeness. It's about creativity. So I hope that you tap into that, because this is amazing time. Amazing. I think some amazing, incredible inventions, creations, works of art, all of that will be created during this time, especially works of art, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So let's see. Venus is at 13 degrees of Pisces. Mars is at 2 degrees of Pisces. Jupiter is at 25 degrees of Pisces. And Neptune is at 24 degrees of Pisces. We've got a stellium in Pisces. And it's a water stellium. It's a lot of Pisces. And I think right now, between the Earth stellium with the Taurus planets and the water stellium with the Pisces planets, they are flowing. They are flowing beautifully. In fact, the Mercury and Venus are exactly sextile, and Uranus. So Mercury and Uranus conjunct, but they're both exactly sextile Venus at this time. That is a flow between Mercury and Venus and Uranus. Again, the creativity is so high, especially when it comes to works of art. This means, like, if you're an artist, a singer, a poet, an actor, anything where it has to do with your creativity, even fine art. I can see it really taking off right now. We've got Saturn still in Aquarius. It's the last remaining planet in Aquarius at this time. It is direct, and so it's not making any major aspects to anything in particular, except for the sun, where it's 5 degrees away, and so it's in a sextile formation with the sun. And I like that. I like that Saturn is sextile the sun, because Saturn brings stability, and it brings something to lean on. It's a foundation that you can stand on. And I believe that Saturn in Aquarius is lending that strength, that foundation to Aries at this time. And who knows what creativity that could come out of that connection, because that is fire and air, and that is like, who knows, that's like a firework, right? So something amazing could be happening in that respect as well. And we've talked about Uranus, we've talked about Neptune. Well, not really. Neptune on Jupiter in Pisces is amazing. I have mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I wanted to mention it again tonight, that Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces is the ultimate in creativity. I'm going to get a sip of water on that note. The ultimate in creativity. The fact that Jupiter and Neptune are together in Pisces, conjunct. This is such a rarity. This is beyond rare. It's something that we may never see again. You know, it's very rare, and that we're getting to experience, I think, the highest level of creative power that exists, creative luck, because Jupiter is luck, and Neptune is like this inspiration from the netherworld. So I think we're lucky when we tap into that deep inspiration inside of us, that intuitive inspiration that we sometimes get, but we don't always follow on it. I think when we tap into it and lock onto it and follow it during this time, I think it will lead to something really amazing. And I had mentioned this Pluto in Capricorn earlier because it's square the sun, but I just want to point out that, you know, this is a very powerful place to have Pluto anyway. It's like that spot right between the end of one sign and the beginning of the next sign. So it's getting hit, to planets that would connect, say, to Aquarius, but it's still in Capricorn. It's just a little bit about I would say about 1.5 degrees. That's it in Capricorn. And so it's, you may be getting a hit as though it's in Aquarius. So if you've got planets in Aquarius, early degrees of Aquarius, like for instance, I have my Mercury at 3 degrees of Aquarius, which means this Pluto is actually only 4.5 degrees away from my Mercury. So it's affecting my Mercury as though it was conjunct my Mercury in Aquarius, but it's actually still in Capricorn. So just be aware of that. And of course, if you got a reading with me, I could go more into detail about how it's affecting the planets in your chart. But it is almost in Aquarius, but not quite. It's still in Capricorn. And also, I just want to mention Chiron down here. Chiron's at 13 degrees of Aries. And although we have several planets at 13 degrees, they are not making any aspect to this Aries planet right now. We've got Taurus at 13 degrees. We've got Venus at 13 degrees. We've got Uranus at 13 degrees. And now we have Aries at 13 degrees. But amazingly, it's not actually making a firm connection to this Aries planet. But just remember, Chiron in Aries is about the pain. It's the open wound that we have, most likely dealing with our personality or persona, or what people see when they look at us. So it could be your physical body, it could be your face, or something to do with the way we physically appear. And that's where the pain is. That's where the tears are. That's what we keep trying to heal. So I hope that that makes sense. And I hope that some of you get to heal that Chiron wound. So this has been Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology A Look Inside. I just had to come and share my 2 cents with everybody because, well, that's what I do. If I got 2 cents, I'm going to share it. And what I'm going to do now is pull some cards because I did not pull the cards during this entire time. And I want to do it. So I got it done for the month, for prosperity, because I need to get it done and it's time to get it done. And I'm actually going to be pulling some cards as well, but I'm going to be going very quickly. Okay, very quickly. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to do is this. Let me share a couple of things here. Give me a second. Let me do that. Let me share first of all this that I made about the pink moon. Let me share that. Oh, let me. And also this one here. Let me see if I can get this here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to do that. Because just as I was about to do it, all the cards just fell out of my hand. What was that? That was so strange. Okay. Okay. I guess that was the universe telling me not to do whatever it was I was about to do just then. Like it was not feeling that, whatever that was. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I got it all. I just found some crystals that had fallen as well. That was just strange. Just a very strange experience. Okay. So let me pull this off of here and I am so sorry you guys. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning and my hair looks like it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I've obviously had a very long day and it shows that I had a look. Look at this. Look at this. What is going on? I don't know what to do about that. So let's put some music on back here. I'm going to try to pull one more card because, well, I guess that's the card it wanted me to pull because it never left my hand. So I pulled 5 cards. It's just all I've got in me as tonight is we're just going to do 5 cards. Okay, that's it. We're just going to look at some basic information. Okay. Some basic information. So I feel like at this point, I feel like some Aries, because we're doing Aries, I feel like some Aries feel like they've been very happy, up to now. I feel like you might even feel like you're still pretty much happy at this point. You got the 4 of Wands, and that is celebrating. Really, it is. The 4 of Wands is a celebration card. It's celebrating and having a good time and enjoying time with other people. And I really feel like you have been in that place where you've been either looking for that or you're in that place now. I feel like you're at a point where if you've been in something, you either walked away already or you feel like you have to walk away from it in order to have that happiness and joy that I see here. And here's the Queen of Wands, and I'm doing Aries. So I feel like you showed up in your reading, Aries, especially if you're a female. And I do feel like it's about you calling back your power and realizing, that you are a queen, that you are in charge, and that you have this power. Here is the Page of Cups, and this is definitely communication. I sense this communication between you, Aries, and maybe a water sign. It could just be that someone is making a offer, they're communicating to you in a passionate way, in a emotional way. It could be just emails or text or calls. Next is the Two of Swords. I feel like whatever is going on, you do feel like you can't see it. Like if there is someone who's interested in you, right? They're trying to get a hold of you, get your attention, text you, whatever. I don't know if you actually see it because you've got the Two of Swords there. You feel like you're blinded, like you can't see. Oh my gosh. On the bottom of the deck, here is a King Knight of Cups. So you had the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, Aries, someone wants to make an offer. Someone wants to make an offer to you. Someone might be interested in making a romantic offer to you, Aries. So be open to that. If you get that text, that call, that email, that communication, just know there's someone that wants to get to know you better, communicate to you. Maybe it's someone you have already walked away from with the 8 of Cups. I will say this: if you get the communication and that person is not talking your language, I mean, you're not feeling them, they're not hitting on it, the right spots, you might decide that to walk away from that it's not a good enough offer. And so be aware of that as well. And that's your right. If someone makes an offer to you and it's not what you want, it doesn't fulfill your needs, then you have a right to walk away from that in order to get what you really want, right? So make sure you get what you really want, okay? All right, you guys. So let's move on to Taurus. And because I'm looking at my hair and I'm like, why is my hair looking so... What is going on? What happened? Like, I don't know what happened. I mean, this is crazy. Not like I had some hard cider, but that's about it. Like, it should not be looking this bad. Okay, let's see what we got here for Taurus. Oh man, that's crazy. I think I got a couple of extra cards here, but I will keep them because I think they're all part of the message. Look, let me get some more water. I realized I didn't get my tea. I usually have tea. If I have to, I'll go get that tea. First card we got for Taurus is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, Taurus. When I think of Pentacles, I always think of Taurus anyway, because Pentacles, rules the earth signs. And this is like watching your money, planting your money. You've got this dream, this idea, this money making, this growth that you have in mind. And so you have planted this growth, this idea, this dream, this money making idea, and you're waiting for it to grow. You're waiting for your pentacles to come. I do believe that it's going to be coming in very quickly. And I do think that it's going to happen when you get on a plan, you stick to that plan, and whatever this plan of action is, you have gotten on that plan of action, you've implemented that plan of action. And when you do, it will work and you will get the pentacles that you have planted, because next is the King of Pentacles. Coming in quickly too, by the way. King of Pentacles. That's you getting that money. That's material wealth. That's material success. I sense that you've got this, that it's coming. Look, Ace of Cups and emotional security on top of it. I do think you're going to be emotionally fulfilled and get your sense of security back. Like if you have been in a situation where you lost your sense of security and you had to rebuild things, you had to plan it all over, you had to grow it from scratch, right? I think you're finally going to get into that place where you have your emotional fulfillment. Oh, look at this. And now it's the Page of Pentacles. So you're communicating about the money. You're getting words about the money, emails about the money, texts about the money. You're working solidly on this money, communicating about it, getting messages, maybe signing documents. I sense the Six of Cups. And this could be you thinking back maybe at a time either when you had whatever it is or what that you miss, or it could be that you're recalling like your youth or when you were younger or something of that nature, or maybe the last time you had money. Could be something like that. Look, it ends on the Queen of Pentacles. That was a lot of pentacles. And Taurus, you're definitely in this reading because it was a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles in that reading. And I only pulled but so many cards. So that was amazing that you got, that with that small amount of cards that I pulled. That was absolutely amazing. You got an ace in there. And the most important part is that you got a King and Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, this tells me that if you're in a marriage, in a relationship, in a commitment, it's real. I believe that. I believe when I see the King and Queen of Pentacles, I'm looking at an old established couple. So if Taurus, you might be in an old established relationship or building an old established relationship, okay? Where they are one, where they are, they are a unit. They are together. And I think this is what's going to be happening for some Tauruses if it's not already happened. On the bottom of the deck is the Magician. Yeah, you got all the tools you need to succeed. All the tools you need. You are, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's, whatever it is, you got this. Okay, Taurus, got it. So moving on to the next sign, that is the sign of Gemini. We're going to tell Gemini, and you guys, I may end this reading at any time. I need to let you know I'm exhausted. I'm also a little bit, I've enjoyed myself today. This evening, ate well, drank well, that whole thing. And so I'm drinking my water, and I may not have enough juice left in me to do all the signs. I tell you what, if I don't finish all the signs, I will come back and do them, okay? But can't promise I'm going to do them all tonight. It's 1:21 in the morning. 1:21 in Seattle. Yet I felt a need to come and do this for the signs. So I'm doing them. And I got the cards I need here for Gemini. Okay. So Gemini. This is what I got for you. First card. Ace of Swords. You're Ace Gemini. You got it. You got it. You got it. Gemini, whatever's going on, you are good. Okay? I want you to know that. You got your ace first. Your ace, Gemini. So whatever I tell you, you are good to go. You've got success. This is victory. And I believe you're going to have victory over the next month or whatever it is that, when you're getting this reading. You got the Knight of Cups. I think you're another one getting an offer, and this could be an offer for work. This could be an offer for love. This could be some opportunity you've been really hoping for, and it's coming in. Next, you got the Hermit. I think it's important that you find your center. I think it's important that you take time to pray, meditate, do your binaural, I said binaural beats, EFT tapping and all of that, right? The meditation and all of that type of thing, guided meditation. And here's an Ace of Cups. This is your second ace. So you not only have victory, but you're going to have emotional fulfillment. You're going to be at peace. Look, here's victory again, 9 of Pentacles. There's victory all over this, Gemini. You have money coming, okay? I think an offer of love coming. You got your emotional fulfillment coming, all of this. And here's the wheel. That's like having a lottery card in your back pocket. You're definitely going to win. I think as long as you can balance yourself, keep yourself on top of things, you're going to win. There's no doubt about it. And here's the Fool. The Fool is asking you to take a chance to step out on a limb. Don't be afraid. I think when you take that chance, that's when you win. That's when you win. Because you took a chance and you weren't afraid, and you stepped out and made it happen. I know that you had 2 aces, and that tells me that you could invest in like small businesses and they could be successful. So that could be something that you're doing. That could happen. We've got the Hermit, the Wheel, and the Fool. I think after praying and meditating and taking your time and really pulling back on things, I think you've got an opportunity to take another chance on life and do it again. Get another opportunity to shine again. Look on the bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. That's your emotional fulfillment. That's happiness and joy. Gemini, I think you've got this opportunity, like I said, to start again and to be happy this time. So why not go for it? Go for it. Okay, go for that. That's beautiful, Gemini. I really do believe so. That's beautiful. So you guys, look, I just realized I'm exhausted. I thought I was going to make it to at least Cancer or Libra. No. No, I'm about to go to sleep. It's like 1:25 in the morning. I did these 3 readings, and I'm proud that I did these 3 readings. I'll come back. Once I get some sleep, and I'll finish everybody else. How's that? I just wanted to say what I had to say. I did, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. I feel proud of it. I almost feel guilty for not doing Cancer. Why do I feel like I need to do Cancer? Okay, let's do Cancer. We'll do Cancer, and then I'm going to take a nap, okay? Because I've got to get some rest. Got a busy day tomorrow. Got a busy day. I feel like I have to do the Cancer, though. What's going on with Cancer? Oh my God, the King of Cups came out. The first card. The first card. The first card. Oh my gosh. What is this? I had to tell this to Cancer. Wow, this is a message. Cancer. Let's see what we got for Cancer. Oh my gosh, what is going on? When I get these messages like this, it freaks me out. Oh my gosh, that popped in the air just now. What is going on, Cancer? Cancer. I need at least one more. I got to get to the bottom of this. This is, oh my God. I see, this is why sometimes I can't. Look at this. Okay, I know what I need to talk to Cancer about. Look at this mess. Look, it starts on you, Cancer. King of Cups. King of Cups. There you are. Being emotional. For whatever reason. Right? There you are. In your emotions. I think some Cancers are with a Virgo. Here is the Empress. Can I tell you, I was with a Cancer who's married to a Virgo tonight. And of course, the Virgo is always pregnant. She's always pregnant with new ideas. She is the bearer of fruit, right? The Virgo. But I sense that is something that you two are, that's important. There's something here I need to, hold on. I need to make sure I got this one just right, because she is certainly backwards. So the very next card, and I wanted to make sure I had her just right, is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands, jealousy, being afraid to take a risk, not being totally honest with yourself, an optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think, waning passions. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passions. I do sense that you guys are either that you are in a tower or just went through a tower. I think you might have just gone through a tower, Cancer. And because of that, you know, I think you might have been in your head a lot. Here's a Four of Swords. This is like just really kind of pulling into your mind a lot because of whatever pain that you might have experienced. You might have had some problems with your Virgo, maybe even with childbirth. And I could see where that tower might have made it so that you kind of pulled in a little bit. But look, it ends on the 10 of Cups. That's your 10, Cancer. Look at that. It starts with you, the King of Cups, and it ends on the 10 of Cups. That is the ultimate in your happiness and your fulfillment. This is emotional fulfillment. This is feeling like, okay, I got love. I've got my family. I've got my health. I've got my future. This is happiness and joy. So realize that, Cancer, you're in the midst. I think you have happiness and joy. And look at that Page of Swords. I think when you find out information, when you gather details, when you listen to your this inner knowledge and the voice inside, I think you're going to be able to get to this 10 of Cups. Maybe you'll have an invention. Maybe you'll have some creative idea, Cancer, that leads to your 10 of Cups with the Page of Swords on the bottom. Could just be about getting information and that type of thing. But this is definitely you getting your emotional fulfillment. I really believe that. And I think it's after you've been through something. I think you've been through something, right? Why that Page of Swords is there and that Four of Swords. But why the Four of Swords is there. But I really believe with the Empress in the Tower, I think this is a new beginning after something ended. Something ended. Now you get a chance at a new beginning. Okay, Cancer? You're going to get a chance at something creative, something new. Yeah. Okay. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. So you guys, like I said, I am exhausted. It's been a long night. Had a good evening. We had a good dinner. I ate, I drank, I partied, and I came home and did these readings. But I only have limited amount of energy. And so I am going to come back tomorrow to finish these up. And in the meantime, I want to thank everybody and anybody who's taken the time to listen to me this evening and the special messages I had to share. Much love, much light. And if you have a special message, something burning inside of you, and you want me to answer that question for you, what I suggest is that you join me in my group at Astrology A Look Inside, and that's on Facebook. You can find it at facebook.com/groups/Astrology A Look Inside. That's facebook.com/groups/Astrology A Look Inside. Of course, you can find our website at astrologyalookinside.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Astrology A Look Inside. On Instagram at instagram.com/Astrology A Look Inside. On TikTok at Astrology A Look Ins, INS. And on YouTube at Astrology A Look Inside. You're all invited to come, subscribe, be a part of the Astrology A Look Inside family, and come and hang out with us, okay? And I love to do random free things like free readings, free reports. So come and be a part of our group. You're all invited to join us there. So much love, much light. Happy holidays to all. Many blessings. I'll come back tomorrow when I got more energy. My voice is better, and I can do the rest of the cards for this upcoming month, okay? Many blessings to you. Let's put on my theme song when I get out of here. Let me do that. Let's put on the theme song and say sayonara.
Astrology, a look inside. Presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.